Although Diadora might not be the first brand that comes to mind for runners, I've always loved their racing shoes. Now I finally got to dive into their training lineup, and what better way to start than with their latest flagship model, the Atomo Star. This is Diadora's first venture into super trainers, and here's the cool part, it's made entirely in Italy. Let me introduce you to the Diadora Atomo Star. Hey everyone, I'm Michał and I'm crazy about running shoes. I love testing them, reviewing them and sharing what I learn on this channel. If you're into running gear and honest reviews, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment below. It really helps the channel to grow. Quick heads up, I got these shoes directly from Diadora, but don't worry, all opinions are my own and nobody's seen this review before you. I'm not tied to any running stores or shoe brand. Let's talk about what makes the Diadora Atomo Star special. This isn't just your everyday training shoe, it's built for everything from easy miles to faster sessions and those long marathon pace runs. The upper got two layers, nylon mesh and microfiber. It looks pretty substantial, but it's comfortable. There's some extra support in the front, which might not work for everyone. I actually felt it a bit on my big toe during longer runs. The heel, super comfortable. It's got this soft lining and just enough structure to keep your foot locked in place. The lacing is pretty standard. There's even a heel lock eyelet if you need it. A nice touch with the laces too. They've got the elastic band in the middle with Made in Italy on it. Now the tongue is interesting. It's plush and gusseted with this slightly firmer material on the outside showing off the model name. One small quirk though, the coverage isn't quite even, which sometimes affects how your foot sits in the shoe. Look at the sides and you'll see these leather-like panels. They add some weight, sure, but they also help with stability. And now let's talk about the star of the show, so the Anima N2 foam midsole. It's a nitrogen-ingested supercritical EVA that's soft around the edges but firmer in the middle, giving you both comfort and responsiveness. You're looking at 40mm under the heel and 34mm under the midfoot, which is giving us a 6mm drop. The outsole uses D5000 rubber, but only where you really need it, mainly at the front and around the heel. Don't let the simple tread pattern fool you, the grip is surprisingly good. Weight-wise, we're looking at 275 grams for a size 42.5, or 310 grams in my size 45 EU or 11.5 US. And you know what? Even though it's over 300 grams, I barely noticed the weight, even during faster runs. Quick note on sizing, I went with my usual EU 45, but if you are using US sizes, go up half a size. I normally wear US 11, but needed a US 11.5 in these. Now let me tell you how these feel on the run. I started out thinking these were just for easy miles, and that's exactly how I used them at first, but what really caught my attention was the cushioning. It's something special. Your foot sinks into that foam with each step, but here's the cool part, it bounces right back, making this way more versatile than your typical easy day shoe. I'll tell you more about that in a second. That Anima N2 foam, it's amazing. Super comfortable for easy runs, but with enough pop when you want to pick up the pace. Most of my testing was at easy pace, but I found myself running a bit faster than usual. These shoes just make it feel natural. I even took them for some marathon pace runs. That's about 4:35, 4:45 per kilometer for me. And even after 10k plus, I felt like I could keep going. None of that usual fatigue you get with regular training shoes. Here's what surprised me. They actually handle intervals pretty well. Now, they are not really racing shoes, but I could do strides and shorter intervals at my usual pace and sometimes even faster. That Anima N2 foam really impressed me. Stability is pretty good too. They are not stability shoes, but that firmer arch support really helps keep your foot from rolling inward too much. And can we talk about how these look? Maybe this colorway isn't the best example, but there are two other colorways that look fantastic. The design is really unique, kind of like mix between old school running shoes and modern tech. You won't find details like these anywhere else, which makes the Atomo Star stand out. Plus, being made in Italy, that's pretty special nowadays when everyone's trying to cut production costs. Diadora is clearly proud of this one, and I can see why. And now, what didn't I love about the Atomo Star? Honestly, not much to complain about. The biggest issue was the firm toe box. I felt it on my big toe during longer runs, but that's really just my foot shape, and the slight discomfort I felt around 19k went away pretty quickly after finishing. No blisters or chafing, which is great. The upper does run warm, not a problem for winter or spring, but it might get toasty when summer hits. And there's a lot of material there, and breathability isn't its strong point, something to keep in mind. And last minor gripe, the price. 190 euros for training shoes might seem steep, but here's the thing, if you look at these as super trainers made in Europe, the price starts to make more sense in today's market. Let's see how the Atomo Star fits into a Diadora shoe rotation. I'd say it's perfect as your long run shoe, though it could easily be your daily trainer too, but let's stick with the long run role for now. For daily training, check out the Diadora Nucleo 2. Light, versatile, stable, great for most of your weekly miles and quick enough when you need it to be. Want something for faster days? The Diadora Frequenza 2 is your answer. These training/racing hybrids are perfect for tempo work and races, especially if you're not ready for carbon-plated shoes yet. And speaking of carbon plates, my top pick for racing is the Gara Carbon 2. The original one was one of my all-time favorite, and version 2 is pretty similar. Super dynamic but really soft. Fair warning if you prefer firmer shoes. Now let's simplify. If you're going with 3 shoes, I'd drop the Nucleo 2. The Atomo Star can handle your daily training just fine. 2 shoes, ditch the Gara Carbon. The Frequenza is more versatile and works great as an entry-level racing shoe. And if you're going minimal, 1 shoe for everything, keep the Atomo Star. It really is the star of the show. Let's talk price and alternatives. The Atomo Star goes for 190 euros or $240. Given what you're getting, the versatility, Italian craftsmanship and current market prices, it's actually pretty reasonable. I found 2 main competitors worth considering. First up, the ASICS Superblast 2, my shoe of the year for 2024. It's a bit lighter than the Atomo Star and fantastic for marathon pace long runs, but not quite as plush and comfortable. They are pretty similar in terms of versatility though. The Superblast will set you back 220 euros or $200. Your other option is the Puma Magmax. This one's better if you find the Diadora too soft. The Nitro Foam is a bit firmer, but overall it's like a twin to the Atomo Star in many ways. The Magmax comes in at 190 euros, so the same price as Diadora, or $180. So in dollars it's a pretty big difference in price. The Diadora Atomo Star really surprised me in the best way possible. I thought I was getting the simple Easy Miles shoe, but what I got was so much more. These excel in marathon training and work great for both heavier and lighter runners. If you're into that classic running shoe look, minus the stack height, and want something that can handle everything from Easy Miles to marathon training, these are worth checking out. While they won't replace my beloved Superblast 2, the fact that I'm even comparing them says a lot. Well done, Diadora. Thanks so much for watching all the way through. If you enjoyed this review, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and I will see you in the next video. See ya.